Corporate Finance, Core Topic 11, Personal Finance and Investing. Learning Objective number 6. Understand some investing advice that I have for you. So I have 9 points that I think are most important for investing for retirement. First of all, build a sufficient emergency fund. A lot of people forget about this and say, oh, it's not a big deal. Well, it is. I know a lot of people whose careers were interrupted unexpectedly, and they needed 3 months to 9 months to find a comparable job. So you need to make sure you have 6 months of expenses saved, which might be 3 to 4 months of pre-tax income, like we did in that first spreadsheet. Number 2, buy sufficient life insurance for whoever's income you need. If you're together with a couple. And you want to probably get term life, which means it's just a policy that pays death, doesn't have any savings advantages to it. You want to buy sufficient life insurance until you're at least age 60. Hopefully at age 60 or 65, you have enough in your portfolio that you don't need it anymore, and it should be equal to maybe 10 times your income. And that's a second worksheet we did. 3 we hadn't really talked about, but I would avoid almost all debt, especially credit card, high interest rate debt, except mortgages. Obviously, most people are going to own a home, and live within your budget. Although when you say everyone's going to have a mortgage, my own kids' advice and advice I give to anyone under 30 is never buy a house until you're 30 years old, or unless you really are crazy about pouring money into it and living there for a long, long time. For 2 reasons. One is housing is not that great an investment if you consider how much we spend in current times upgrading it all the time, and also just repairs. Also, it also makes you less mobile, and maybe you don't take some of those career changes because of the hassle of selling your house. So, little sidetrack there. I say avoid almost all debt, maybe even mortgages, until you're really wanting to settle down. 4, you want to save for retirement and college funds early. The earlier you start, the less you have to save, and never stop for any reason. So a lot of people ask me, would you stop for a college fund? Would you stop for... No. Never stop saving for college and for saving for retirement. You want to avoid all taxes, and how you do that is use your 401k or the nonprofit 403b accounts, 529 for college savings plans, and IRAs, individual retirement accounts. And also make sure you take any free money. If there's a company match, those are fortunate still to have those, meaning that if the company may match up to the first 5% of your 401k contributions, you better contribute your 5%, because that is just free money that they're matching. You want to make sure you diversify, moving from 100% diversified world equities in your 20s, so you're almost all stock, to mostly bonds in your 60s and 70s. And the easiest way to do that is get a target date fund, and what you're going to look for is a low expense fee or a low expense ratio target date retirement fund if you don't want to get a personal financial planner. You want to retire after you reach age 60 and you have at least 10 times your income saved. And in retirement, don't withdraw more than 4 to 5% annually to make sure it lasts between 25 and 30 years. So these are just some advice items I have for you.